Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a very special episode from the Crypto Community Channel. First things first, Merry Christmas and a massive, massive Happy New Year. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's followed me, subscribed over the past few months. What a journey it's been. It's actually been quite crazy, but to have over 500 subscribers early on in my YouTube career, I'm very blessed and I'm very grateful towards my members and everyone else out there following and watching. But again, Happy New Year. I hope 2026 brings you all love, joy, peace, prosperity, just everything, because each of you deserve that. Remember, it's the choices you make and the decisions that count in the end of the day. But yeah, just wishing you all a blessed 2026. And I really do hope each and every single one of you make something of yourself, because I know personally within me, I'm going to make this year my year, and I want to make this year my members' year too. So I'm going to work hard and I'm going to train hard because physical health is very important. Healthy mind, healthy body, healthy mind, etc. And I'm going to spend time with family, loved ones. Um, I guess just make the most of every opportunity I get in this year. So, and I hope you all have your own goals and ambitions too, and I hope you go out and get them. So, first things first, just remember the disclaimer, nothing oversays financial advice, just make sure you read that. But today's not really about talking about projects or anything like that. It's more just I want to focus on the community today because I have made some major updates to the Discord community for everybody involved in that. So I'm going to go through it today. I'm going to explain what this means and I guess the direction for the community going forward. But it's really exciting. And again, the link is down below to join. It's free. Yeah, my Discord group is free. I repeat, free. Will it be free forever? Absolutely not. I will put a paywall very soon because I am starting to spend money on it and I am adding extra features in it, which is very bullish for the members, I guess. More features for them to use, more things for them to see. Um, so yeah, but I am gaining members. I think we're over about 600, 700, something like that. I'm not too sure. But we're growing slowly but surely. But again, link down below, join, share this video with others. Get them involved. I mean, who else is having a free Discord group with the amount of effort that I'm putting into it? Um, and it's only just the beginning too. Wait till the markets come back. Everything's just going to pick up. It's really exciting times, I think, to be in crypto. And again, just going back to the markets, I know everything's been really down and quite low, but it's good to see a bit of green actually in the last few days. So touch wood, it continues. But again, it is crypto. It's very volatile. Just be careful whatever you go into because you can lose all your money quite easily. So just be very, very careful. All right, guys, now the Discord. Let's get into it. So the initial part's the same. So when you join, it's always good to familiarize yourself with this. So important tab right here. And you work your way down. So you go through announcements. Just make sure you have a read of all these. I've got a lot of major information updates in here. Then you've got the disclaimer. So obviously have a read of this. Familiarize yourself with that too. Again, nothing's ever financial advice. You take full responsibility for your own actions and decisions. So read that. We have rules. Again, the rules are simple. Again, go through it, but basically, to cut a long story short, be respectful, be kind to each other. I like to think of us as all one family, united. This is a very toxic space, and I'll tell you stories right now that there is a lot, a lot of people in this space that are scammers, that don't care about each other, and will just use and abuse you, take all your money, and just rug projects. They don't care. So just be very, very careful about who you trust in these spaces, especially like some of the Telegram groups and airdrops. Just be very careful about what you click, what links you go into. Just avoid like phishing websites as well, because there's a lot of desperate people out there, and they try and scam wherever they can. Even me personally, I've been scammed many times, unfortunately. I hate to admit it, but I have been scammed before, and it's an awful feeling knowing when you send money and then you're not going to get it back. So just be very careful. I've been lucky though in a sense that I only sent small amounts, so I didn't lose too much. But I know people that have lost thousands, tens of thousands, and I even know people that have lost hundreds of thousands. So, and I'm sure there are people out there who've been scammed for millions of dollars too. So just be very careful. Crypto, very scammy place. So yeah, be careful what you click on and things. But my community, I try to take all that out. If there are people who are sus or scammers, we identify them pretty quickly and we ban them. So look, don't worry too much about that. Again, be respectful, be united. We're one big family, so we just got to back each other up. Yeah, try to be as honest as possible too. Transparency is key as well. So yeah, like I said, have a read of this. And then we have scammer warnings. So have a look at this too, but I make it very simple for everybody. So you can go through, you can see I've posted my own, this is my profile. So just be very, very careful about um, if someone who looks like me messages you. I will never direct message you first. So I'm just going to say that right now. I will never direct message you. Very rarely I will, but generally I won't. So generally that's a good indicator to know it's a fake account or a scam account. So just familiarize yourself with this. I make it very easy for people in this group actually to not get scammed. If you actually work your way down the important tab, it'll set you up going forward within the community. Sometimes it's hard because it is free, so any Tom, Dick, and Harry can just join. But eventually, I will put a paywall up, and that'll prevent um, some really bad like scammers getting in as well. Because a lot of scammers aren't going to pay to go into a Discord group. But we're not quite there yet, but eventually we will be. That's why join now while it's free, because it's not going to be free forever. And then next, I've got a Twitter bot thing. So it's from I think it's me6. But every time I'll show you my Twitter account after. But every time I post a tweet, it will notify you on this page right here. Which it does help us if you actually engage with it. Go on X and actually like, comment, post, share, all that sort of stuff. It's just it alerts the members. Honestly, it makes it really easy for everyone in the group. You just see there's a notification. You'll see, for example, this I posted the other day. You literally just click it if you've got a Twitter account, and you can just like it or comment. It's not hard. It takes 5 seconds. Um, then, to make things even more cool, we've got an invite tab. So if you join and you invite your friends, your family, other people like that, copy and paste this link and send it to them, and then they can join Discord directly. As long as they have a Discord account, they can join. And it's free, yeah? So send them this link. If you want friends, family, anybody, get them in our group, yeah? This is the link. I make it so easy. And then we've got an insights tab. I'll come back to this after, but this is basically where I just post things about market sentiment, future plans for the community, potentially if there's any plays that I'll be going into. So I'll come back to that. And then obviously my YouTube channel. So I've even got a YouTube bot set up. So every time I do post a YouTube video, it alerts the group again. No excuses, guys, to not be engaging with this sort of stuff. I mean, I've put money into this and everything. I do hope that you guys can show that respect and courtesy to actually engage with some of my videos and my tweets, things like that. But I'm trying really hard. I'm actually quite proud of this. I've built this out of nothing, this community. I remember when I first designed this community, it was only with a few friends. I only had like 6 people. Um, the purpose was it was only meant to be just a small trading group, but I mean, it's blown up over the last 4 or 5 months whenever it was established. It hasn't even been a year yet, and we're sort of flying, which is good. But yeah, I only started this with a few people, so the fact that we're getting this big obviously means we're doing something right. But, you know, I do hope everyone can engage with the content because the more people engage, the more other people will follow, which is what I want. And I'm a realist, guys. Like I speak nothing but facts, truth. I have an open heart. I'm not fake like a lot of these other people. And I know a lot of you know that by now. So I do my best, wear my heart on my sleeve, and I really look out for each and every one of you. So yeah, and obviously myself, I'm always learning and growing too. Like I'm not perfect, but I definitely do say that I try for every single one of you. Um, and I will keep trying. So that's my YouTube, and I've got over 500 subs, so not too bad in a few months. Now I've just added a centralized exchange listing bot and a wallet tracker, which is pretty cool. I think it's bullish as. So the listing bot, pretty much, it's looking a bit messy at the moment, but I am in the process of fixing it. So, yeah, so this is the listing bot. So basically, every single exchange, whenever there's a listing of a coin, it'll alert us, which is bullish. Again, I've put money into this, me and a few others, thanks to my team. But yeah, so we get notifications of that, and then I'm also adding wallets, different wallets. So I've got like more high profile figure people, so people with a lot of money. So for example, President Donald Trump, Jason Sung, Vitalik, who owns a lot too, and there's others as well. So just like really high profile people, and even like Binance hot wallets, as you can see here. Uh, Binance hot wallets. I've added Kraken hot wallets, Coinbase hot wallets, Arthur Hayes as well, another famous person. Bybit hot wallets too. So you can see like what's going on, money coming in, money coming out. You can follow all this. It looks a bit cluttered at the moment, so I'm not sure if we're going to keep all this or if I'll just limit it down to a few wallets and then just obviously the exchange listing bot. But we'll see what members want. But at the moment, I think it's fine and it keeps us up to date. I've also put in, if I can find it, so I've added a Bitcoin dominance alert bot too. So once it drops below 50%, it will notify us. Again, that's bullish as well because obviously the more Bitcoin dominance drops, the more alts are going to pump. So that's a great indicator to sort of have. And it's an important one too going forward. So yeah, and then eventually I plan to add like whale alerts too. So like people spending over $50,000 and more, and that'll give us alerts as well of what's being pumped, where the big whales are putting their money in, etc. So I think this is an awesome little feature. And again, I repeat, my Discord's free. A lot of people that have this sort of stuff, they charge. They charge for people to be in their Discord because this costs money, and this is coming out of my own pocket. So just look, I think it's quite bullish. And then next, we've got a crypto news channel. So I guess one of the feedback I received from the members was news. So what I've actually done is I've installed an automated bot and it actually posts news articles every hour, which is bullish as. So you can see the last thing it posted was like at about 8 o'clock. US Venezuela tensions rise. What do these events mean for Bitcoin? Etc. etc. And you can literally click it and it'll link you to the article. And you can see how many articles are coming through. So this, in sense, gives our members a good way to keep up to date with current world events and, sort of increases their knowledge about what's going on. And, if some of us don't have time to read it, others can share it, what's it about, and let us know if there's any like really, really big news that's been happening. For example, the Venezuela crisis currently. So again, really good. So this just posts automatically, so no one posts in here. So it just keeps posting throughout the day. Same with the listing bot. So these are automatic bots. So I've installed this as well. Um, and again, I think it's really important to keep up to date with news, especially in crypto, because everything's changing from day to day. So we need to be aware of what's happening. Next is a cool little segment. So the projects we have and the developers included. So part of my vision for this group was actually listing projects in here where the developers are included, so then we can have optimal transparency, so we can speak to them, we can message them, we can say what's the plans, what's the roadmap, the supply. Is there any issues with that? Is there any clustering? Just to keep things really transparent. So Bluey on base, that's the one that's on the top. So you can see like Conant, he's the dev. And we just try to, keep positive, keep the hype up. And you can see there's a lot of bullish things in here. Twitter posts as well. So the dev does his best to like keep us updated with what the plan is, what they're going to do going forward, whether it's like, pay for marketing or exchanges. So we get early alpha, is what I'm saying, compared to the rest of the people who don't really know too much about these projects. So in essence, we sort of know what's coming, which is really bullish. And again, I repeat, free Discord, yeah? People charge money for this. I have it free. Join it. Join us now. Be part of the family. Come. Next, we have Barchi on base. So again, today's video is not, I'm not going into like the narratives of these plays or anything. I'm just showing you. For example, Barchi all-time high, 2.5 mil, over 30x away. No reason it can't get back there. So we just try to keep the hype high, keep momentum. We really look for strong plays, plays with like strong potential as well. These are sort of the plays that I'll go to list here. But again, things change, yeah. So sometimes we might list something here, and either the dev might pull out or something might happen to the project where it just doesn't bounce back. So we just remove it. So again, there is a degree of risk in it, but that's crypto, isn't it? So you got to be very careful. Again, we try to make it as safe as possible, and we try to like filter out as much as we can. But all these projects so far, we all know who the dev is, and the dev's quite active, and they keep us up to date with what they're doing. But again, if something changes, or if the coin rugs, or if I don't know, the dev just disappears, we'll remove it, and we let people know we're going to remove it as well, and then we add other plays. Um, but yeah, we're pretty stern about what we add here. We don't just add anything. We really make sure we know the person, we know the team, and if the community's happy, because it's a community run Discord, so pretty much if the community wants it, I'm happy to list it, sort of thing. So these are our projects. I think it's really unique the way we do things, to be honest. Next, we've got a Alpha Degen Call group. Now this is quite good because I've noticed in my group there's been a few traders who are actually quite good, and their track records speak for themselves. They do call quite nice picks. I'm talking like between 2 to 6x's here and there. And, in crypto, a 2x is massive. I know in stocks, it can take years just to get a 2x, sometimes even more. So in crypto, sometimes we get a 2x in like, I don't know, an hour, even quicker. It's very volatile, very risky, but these massive gains can happen. So I've added this Alpha Calls channel just because just to filter out through the other DGen stuff. So the members that I've added in here, they're more experienced in terms of their trading, and they're the only ones that have access to it. But the rest of the members can see, and they will post plays of what they think can do well. So, for example, Wolf posted this one and posted it quite early, about 40k, and I know this one did quite well. And there was other ones, so you can see like different plays. There was another one. Where is it? Hellboy. So this one here, Hellboy. This was posted by the Don yesterday. I believe it got posted here about 40k. Currently, last time I checked, it was about 190k, which is almost a 5x. I don't know where else to get gains like these, to be honest. So bullish as you can see, only certain people have access to this, but the rest of the members can see it. So again, just be mindful. Again, everything's high risk. But some of these plays, or more than not, a lot of them actually do quite well, at least over 2x. But again, always do your own research. See, there's the one that Wolf posted at 40k. I believe this went to 80k at one stage. I think it did over a 2x, which is quite good. There's another one. He posted this one at 16k, ran up to 42k. What's that? It's 2.5x. And these are like after a day, so they're quick returns. Anyway, that's the Alpha Calls group. I think it's quite bullish. And then obviously we have our Degen plays. So obviously everyone's got access to this, and you guys can post sort of whatever you like. Obviously try not to post scams and things like that. But again, Degen pretty much means high risk, and you could lose everything, so do your own research. But you can see like some of these plays, like 7.9k, that's how high risk this is 8k. So very, very high risk. So just be careful. But this is our degen section, because in crypto there are a lot of degens in the space. So make sure I accommodate for that too. And one other thing, guys, there we've also added the Rick bot. So every time someone posts an exchange or posts like a dex a dex screener thing, it will actually come up with this. So Rickbot's like an analysis. It analyzes certain, well, all coins in crypto, and you can see it like breaks it down for you as well. So this is another bullish thing, another change that I've made to the Discord by adding this bot, because it actually analyzes the project, and then you can work out from there if it's safe, or if there's, if you're a bit worried about it. It gives you a bit more information. So I've installed this. So every time people post things, the Rickbot will pop up. Example, even if you post the deck screener link, the Rickbot will pop underneath, which is pretty bullish. And then the Rickbot also shares tweets from some people that have permissions for. So it's a really bullish thing. But pretty much it analyzes the tokens, and anyone has access to it. And again, it automatically, when you post like a link or something, it'll post this, so then you can have a look in further depth. So that's that. Next, we have the CME space. CME, look, I've already done a whole video on it, so you're welcome to watch that. It's just called the CME video, but pretty much this is a launch pad. It's probably my favorite launch pad out of all of them because it has a lot of potential compared to all the other ones in my eyes. Look, I'm not going to go too much into it today, but look, pretty much if you join my group, there is a link here to join the CME group as well. They're actually doing quite well. 183 members. They're growing daily too. I'm very happy for them. But if you join my group, then you can join the CME group, so extra alpha for you. But watch my CME video because CME is very undervalued, especially the CME token, which I do have here. Very undervalued. You actually get dividends for this, but look, that's a story from another video you can watch. But please watch my CME video because that breaks down the CME token and the CME ecosystem in general. But my favorite launchpad for sure, and the team in CME is awesome as well. Big shout out to you guys. Next, we have an off-topic random chat. So I just think like in every community, it's important just to have a chat room where it's not about the targeted, like say crypto. So this can be about anything. So random convo, you can talk about anything. You can talk about sport, you can talk about life. We try to like encourage each other as well. Sometimes I'll say, things like if you haven't sent me a friend request, please make sure you do. This is my actual accounts and be careful of scammers because like I said before, some people pretend to be me. They change their account to look like this and then they'll try to get in contact with you and they'll try to scam you, but I would never do that. I don't direct message first. Very rarely will I message first. So make sure you send me a friend request so that's that. And then next we have a support ticket. So if you join and you're a bit lost and need help, you can create a ticket and then one of me or one of the moderators will come and support you with whatever query or question you have. If you don't want to voice it publicly, that's about it, guys. So I guess the new changes I've made, I'm quite excited for them. So the central listing bot, the wallet tracker, the crypto news channel, the Rick bot, and eventually there will be more too. And I also want to read this because this was the last insight I posted, and this will sum everything up quite beautifully. So, hey everyone, it's awesome to see the energy picking up in our Discord over the last few days. Love the vibe we're building here. As the markets heat up, the bull run gains momentum, more degens and traders are jumping back in. 2026 is shaping up to be an epic year for crypto, with clear regulations, massive institutional inflows, and real world adoption on the horizon. We're perfectly positioned to ride this wave together. So, quick recap of some killer upgrades I've rolled out recently to supercharge our community. The Rickbot is live. So, again, Rickbot is the ultimate AI powered token scanner and analysis beast. I think instant contract checks, market cap, liquidity, holder distribution, rug risks, and one-click trade links. Perfect for spotting gems early on. And this includes in Solana ecosystem and beyond. Degen trading just got a whole lot smarter. So that's all installed. So make full use of that. And dedicated crypto news channel. So constant real-time updates on market moving events. So you're always in the loop ahead of the curve. Bullish as, and then coin listing alert bot. Get instant notifications on new exchange listings. No more FOMO, missing those big pumps. I've also added a wallet tracking bot, allowing us to track massive exchanges like Coinbase and Binance, and major celebrity influencers like Trump and others. Plus, I've launched an Alpha Degen calls channel where our most experienced traders with proven track records share their high conviction plays for the community to check out. Real Alpha shared freely. Let's keep growing this family. Invite your crew, drop follows on my YouTube and X for extra insights, and let's support each other every step of the way. We're all in this together, and the best is yet to come. So, and then, yeah, remember this is a free space too. I'm trying my absolute best. Eventually, I will put up a payment wall to enter here, so get as many people as you can in before I do. I care about all of you, and I've dedicated a lot of time to this. Uh, so yeah, guys, that was my last post. But seriously, link in description. Come check us out. I have a moderator team as well in here, so if people are not following the rules, or if they're swearing, or if people are scamming, my mod team are pretty quick in acting upon that, and they'll mute people. Then they'll let me know. Then I can ban them. That's the way to do it. Because in this space, we don't want any trash. There's too much trash out there as it is. We don't want any trash. We just want genuine people, genuine humans, kind people, people willing to work together so we can all eat at the end of the day. we all want to grow, we all want to win in this space. So we need to work together. And there's no time for drama, there's no time for bickering, there's no time for crap. Believe me, there's a few stories as well with me, when I first got into this. Pretty much, you start with like genuine intentions and you start with a great vision and you want to help people, but some people just can't be helped. And some people are actually really bad in the sense that they'll take your idea, they'll try to start their own little groups. And yeah, I just don't see a reason for doing that. Try to discredit someone when someone's working so hard to achieve something so great in this space. Just disappointing, really disappointing. I've had my fair share of experiences with dealing with some nasty people in this space, unfortunately. But through all the nastiness, you do find good people too, and I'm still quite blessed to have found a good team. And a lot of my members, I know you guys are all awesome as well. So, yeah, I think just keep working together, keep your head up. Look, 2026 is another year. This could be our year, boys. I've got a good feeling about it. I think I'm praying hopefully the markets will recover, which I'm sure they will eventually. I mean, they're already getting better, but look, you never know in this space. But in my opinion, I'm hoping for a massive base season once that come. A lot of the base plays will skyrocket too. I think the Ethereum ecosystem severely undervalued as well. I think a lot of those plays are going to do good, like SPX and a few others. Again, not financial advice, just my own opinion. But I have a lot of conviction towards some of these plays. So yeah, and going forward, I'm still going to aim to post 2 to 3 videos a week, but I sort of want to do it as like I'll post about a project one day and then speak about maybe some motivational stuff the next day because I actually enjoy like talking about motivational things too. I love crypto, but I also like being motivational as well because I know in this space a lot of people are quite down, especially a lot of people have lost quite a lot of money too, is what I've seen from like talking with people online. And I do feel for everybody, even I'm in the same boat. Like, I've lost a little bit here and there. That's why you just have to be very careful in this space, only just put in a little bit or at least what you can afford to lose, or consult a financial advisor, things like that. But yeah, I just want to say I wish you guys all the best going into 2026. And again, I'm going to keep doing my best to work on the Discord. And again, if you guys have any queries or comments or feedback for me, just send me a DM, a direct message, and then just tell me what the feedback is and we can go from there because I'm always looking for ways to make the community even better. And I've added all these bots, but there's maybe sometimes there's more. And then maybe eventually I'll start like a private or like just a voice chat thing where like every week or every couple of weeks we all like gather around on a voice chat. If whoever can make it, I'll like do a generic time because we all live all over the world and we can actually speak about different projects, share our insights, share our alpha as well verbally, and I think that can grow us closer together too. So, but there are many different ways you can take the community. But for now, I believe we're on the right track. But definitely early phases still. I mean, it's only been like 4 or 5 months since I've set this up, and I will be cleaning out the members. So if people are inactive or not online, I will be removing them as well because we want an active community, we want an active audience. We don't want just a lot of members there or like a lot of numbers and then half of them aren't even active. So I'll be getting onto that as well by messaging people just to make sure they're still there. But yeah, I am trying my hardest for you guys. I will continue to do so. It's an absolute pleasure to be in the trenches with each and every single one of you. I wish each of you a very happy 2026. Again, just don't be all about crypto. Just make sure you get out. You go, go for runs, go to the gym, spend time with loved ones. Like I've told you guys before, don't be succumbed by this space. Don't be too over reliant on it either. Just keep working hard in your personal lives because I know most of us do work normal jobs. So work hard, you know, and just live life. Live life the way you want to live life, though. Yeah, don't live life the way others tell you to. Live life the way you want to. And most importantly, I know it's hard, especially in today's day and age, but try to find happiness. And if you're happy, that's amazing. But for those who aren't, do your best to keep looking for it because it's definitely out there. Don't let Don't let all the negatives get you down, and don't let, especially a space like cryptocurrency, break you and make you bitter. Because we all know deep down this space is full of 90% scammers, and there are some terrible people out there. So you know what you're signing up for. But don't use that to get angry at the world. Make sure you find your happiness. Make sure you find your purpose. I'll leave it there, guys. It's a lengthy one, but I hope you enjoyed the listen and the viewing. Take care, and if you need me, I'll be in the Discord. Okay, bye.